So here we have an example of the branded customer-facing app. So you can see that it's going to be branded according to your own logo, photos that you've provided, so it will look really nice and professional. Up the top right, you're going to see, the customer can see how much credit that they currently have loaded on their account. And then in the middle, they can see basically a visual representation as to how many points they have to get before they can get their next reward. So down here, they can select Pay and Earn, and this is how they can pay and earn points with their app. So the first tab is on the left is the Pay tab. So basically, if they want to pay for their order with their app, they're going to scan this QR code at the POS. You also have an option to reload here, so this is where they can reload credit onto their app. It's really fast, and they can see how much credit they have at the bottom. So again, if they want to pay, they just come up to the cash, they're going to scan this QR code, making sure they're on the Pay tab, and then that will pay for their order. Alternatively, if they don't want to necessarily pay with their app, they can still collect points. So if you go up here to the top right, you tap on Collect Points, this is their Collect Points QR code. So basically they just have to come up to the cash, scan this Collect Points QR code, and that will then earn them points for that transaction, and then they can pay with whatever payment method they want to pay with. So I'm just going to tap on this little menu in the top left to close. And then we'll take a look at the other options that are available in the app in this menu in the top right, on the top left here. So they can see their account information, so their email, how much credit they currently have, and how many points they currently have. They can select Pay and Earn, which just brings you back to the previous screen. And then the next thing they have is the rewards. So when they tap on the rewards, here they can see all the rewards they currently have available, and if they have enough points to get them. So you can see the ones that they are able to get are kind of a solid color, and the ones that they don't have enough points for are grayed out. So if they do want to redeem a reward, let's just say they wanted to redeem a free drink, they would tap on this, and that's actually going to give them a reward QR code. So they would simply scan this QR code at the POS, and that would deduct a drink from their order. Also, they have an option to earn points. So if they tap on this, here they can see all the ways that they can earn points, and this is basically configured from what you've entered in the campaigns section of the dashboard. So depending on what you've customized in the campaigns, they're going to see that information here. So for example, in this one, they can pay and collect points to earn $1 for every, earn 1 point for every $1 that they spend. They can also set their birthday, so they'll get 20 points for entering their birthday, earn double points once they become a VIP, and earn 25 points for referring a friend. So those are the rewards. So I'm just going to close this window. And the next thing is the locations. So this is basically linked to the locations tab in the dashboard. And so if you are on the app package, it is important that that information you have in the locations in the dashboard is accurate, because the customers will be able to see that. And they can actually come and see the different locations you have, your phone number, and your opening hours. Next up is gift cards. So this is actually a really cool feature that we have. You can actually send a gift card to another app user. So if they know that their friend uses the app, they can select Send Gift Card and actually send them a gift card. And the gift card is basically just giving them credit, like giving their friend credit to use on the app. And then the last one is just their account information. So you can see here you have an option to add to your Apple Wallet, so your QR code will become added to your Apple Wallet if you're using an iPhone. Set payment type is where you would enter in your credit card information. You can set your phone number, change your password, view your transaction history. And then also there's some help options and a logout. So before we take a look at how to use the branded app with Lightspeed Restaurant, there's one more thing I wanted to show you here in the app, which is how the customers can redeem points for credit. So if we go up to the rewards, we already saw how the customers can redeem points for products. So they have the points for products here. Basically, they select the product that they want to redeem the reward for and scan that QR code at the POS, and that will deduct that reward, that product from their order. But you also have an option which is only available for app users, where you can actually offer rewards which are points for credit. And so basically the customer can trade in their points for credit to use on anything they want in your restaurant or store. So here we have two options. They can trade in 100 points for $5 credit or 200 points for $10 credit. And the customer doesn't even need to be anywhere near your restaurant to do this. They can do this anytime. So I'm just going to show you, as we can see here, I have 154 points and $154 credit and 289 points. So then I'm going to go to the rewards. I'm going to go down and choose this one. So I'm going to trade in 100 points for $5 credit. Like that. So then all it does is just ask me to confirm. So I'm going to say yes, use 100 points. And then now when I check my account, I now have $159 to use, and the points have been deducted from my points total as well. Yeah, so that's an overview of the app. So now we're going to go take a look at how to actually use the app with Lightspeed Restaurant POS. So I'm just going to go start a new quick order at my bar, and I'll just punch in some items like that. And then let's just say the customer wants to pay with their app. So I'm just going to go tap on the pay screen. I'm going to select the loyalty button, which will bring up the camera, and then the customer is going to go and pay and scan their pay QR code from their app. Just like so. There we go. And then it's going to come up automatically with how much they're owing, how much credit they currently have, and so you can key in the amount. So if they just want to pay the full balance with their credit, I'm just going to select pay, like that. And then you just need to select collect points to close the window, and then it's paid. So all you have to do now is finalize it. So that's very easy. If you have someone that just wants to collect points but not pay, let's just do that. So we'll add in some items. They're going to hit pay. You're going to select loyalty. This time they're going to scan their collect points code, like that. And then it still gives you all the options. So it still comes up with all the options to redeem the reward, pay with the app, or just collect points. So in this situation, let's just say they want to collect points. So I'm just going to select collect points. And then you'll notice too on the screen, it says loyalty account assigned. So you can clearly see that there's been a loyalty account linked to this order. And then now they're just going to pay with their preferred payment method. And then you can finalize the order. So now let's do redeeming a reward. So let's just say they have an option to redeem a free dessert. So I'm going to add a dessert to the order. I'm going to select pay. Going to select the loyalty button, and then the customer is going to come and scan their free dessert QR code, like that. It's automatically going to come up, would you like to redeem this reward? We'll say yes, use 50 points. And then all you have to do is hit collect points, or you can also hit done in the top right corner. So actually the collect points button and the done button are interchangeable. The system is intelligent enough to know that if they're not paying for anything, it's not going to give them points. So they wouldn't actually earn any additional points on this transaction because they've redeemed a reward and they're not actually paying any money. So we can just hit collect points. And you can see that there's a loyalty account assigned and a loyalty redemption for $3.30, which is the price of the chocolate croissant and the tax. So we can just hit finalize to close. So let's just say, for example, now someone's ordering a few things like that, and then we're going to go pay, and let's just say they wanted to redeem a reward, so they're going to redeem the salad. So we're going to select loyalty. They will scan the QR code like that. We'll say yes, we're going to redeem the salad for 100 points. And then because there's still more things that are left on their bill, you have the option to pay with the app or just collect the points and pay with another payment method. So let's just say this time we want to pay with the app. Yes, we're going to pay. And then just collect points to close. And now we have a loyalty account assigned, a loyalty redemption for $17.55, which was the price of the salad. And then we also have a loyalty payment of $27.50, which was the payment for the rest of their order, which they paid with their app credit. And then you always have the option of using the phone number as a backup. So let's just come in here like that. So when we go pay, I'm going to select loyalty. So let's just say the customer, their phone's died or they forgot their phone in the car. So we can always just go use phone number in the top right and punch in the number like that, continue, and then it's going to come up with their information. You have an option still to redeem a reward here. So, you know, if they still wanted to redeem a reward, they could, like that. And then basically they can just collect points as well. And then they can pay for the rest with their preferred payment method. Like that. Yeah, so that's basically how you use it. I'm also going to show you how to split bills. So if you're more of a table service restaurant, it's very simple to split bills with loyalty. So I'm just going to open a table, and I'm going to put 3 people on the table. So we recommend splitting by seat in this situation, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit. So let's just say I'm going to put some items on there. Okay. So I'll print all that off to the kitchen, and let's just say they're ready to pay now. So we can open this up. We're going to go to pay, and you want to split the bill first. So you're going to hit split bill. One thing is that if you have loyalty, or if you have loyalty and you want to assign a loyalty account, you cannot use the split in equal parts option. The reason for that is that when you split in equal parts, it's not actually creating separate bills. It's actually just taking the bill amount and dividing that into however many parts you want it divided into. So because it's not actually creating separate bills, you cannot attach different loyalty customers to the different parts of the bill. So if you want to split bills and use loyalty, you need to use either split using selected items, split by seat, or a single seat checkout. So let's just say we're going to do split by seat, and then you have now your 3 bills. So the first person comes to pay and they have the app. So let's just say they want to pay with their app credit. So you're just going to have the first bill selected, select loyalty, then come and they're going to scan like that. They can pay, and then you can go ahead and collect points like that and finalize. So somebody else comes and they say, okay, I want to have my I want to claim a reward. So you're going to select loyalty. They're going to scan their reward like that. You can say yes. And maybe they also want to pay with their app, so they can pay with theirs, and then finalize that one. And then let's just say the next person is a new person, like a new customer. They're not signed up yet, so you might want to sign them up. So you can sign them up with their phone number, use phone number, put in their phone number like that, create, and and then that's actually going to send them a text message with just like a link to basically to download the app, and then they can sign up from there. But they can also still earn points on this initial transaction with their phone number. So all they would have to do then is when they download the app, make sure they enter in their phone number, and then that would actually link those points from this initial transaction to their account. And then of course these guys, since they don't have the app already, they need to then pay with another payment method. Yeah, and so in terms of signing up, the majority of customers are just going to download the app. So you can use your marketing materials just to let them know that you have an app, so they can just go and download the app directly on their phone. But if you want to, you do always have the option to sign them up with their phone number, just like we did now. So the last thing we have to look at today is how to do a refund, a loyalty refund. So I'm just going to start a new order. I'm just going to say one person, like that. So let's just say this person is going to pay with their app. So I'm just going to get that pay QR code, like that. And then they're going to pay, like that, collect points, and then we'll finalize it. So let's say for whatever reason you then want to refund that loyalty payment. So what we're going to do is go to the Orders tab, which is just at the bottom of the screen in the middle. So I'm going to tap on Orders, and make sure that you have the filters finalized and show receipt payments. So those two at the bottom of the list, they need to be selected. And then you'll be able to see all your transactions from today in your orders list. So I'm going to just tap on that transaction that I want to refund. I will go to the pay screen. Since this transaction is finalized, I need to unfinalize it. So if I just tap and try and make any changes, it's going to give me this yellow bar. So I can select unfinalize. And then once it's unfinalized, I can actually tap on the loyalty payment and I can say void payment, like that. So then it's just going to ask me, would I like to void this transaction? I can say yes, void. And you're going to see that that amount has now been added back to their credit. So then if we hit collect points, so now it's asking for us to pay for this transaction because they still have the products on their order. So you could either pay for this with a different payment method like cash or credit card, or if this is just a complete refund, what you want to do is just hit the void receipt button in black. So I'm going to select void receipt. If you want, you can put a reason, done, and then done to close. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching this branded customer facing app video. If you do need to reach out to customer success for any reason, you can just call us the number on the screen. It's extension 8000, or you can email us at onboard@lightspeedhq.com. And if you have any questions, just reach out to our support team. They're at the same number. It's going to be extension 2 for support and then extension 4 for restaurant support. So they're available 24/7 to answer any questions that you may have. Thanks again, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.